The next section of the commentary looks at proving you've validated the fields that you've been asked to. So in this case we've got to type and colour group. So again we need to take some screenshots and write a little bit about them. So we go back to the database, over to type, click on lookup, and there's the evidence that we need to prove we've validated type. So we take a print screen of it, go back to the commentary, paste it, again crop to what you need. So we just need to prove that it's the field of type and that the validation has been completed for it. Resize it a little bit so we can see it, and then we need to write about it. So let's take that first point then. Why did you validate that field? So what I've done here is I've just said this is my validation for type first of all, and then I've said that I validated it because the instructions told me there were only 2 options allowed. Okay, so that's the first part. We now move on to how many different options are there and what are they. So again, as you can see, I've just mentioned that the 2 options, and they are F for fruit and V for veg. So that explains that little sentence there. The next bit is to talk about what happens when someone enters something that's not one of the options you've allowed. Okay, so we might write something like this. So what we've done here is I've said if the user enters an answer that is not part of the list, i.e. F or V, it will not be accepted because the limit to list property has been set to yes. So there's that thing there, we see limit to list and it says yes, which basically means that only F or V can be entered because they're the only 2 options on the list. And that's basically all you need to write with regards to the validation. Next thing is to do your validation of colour group and write a little bit about that. So as you can see, another screenshot showing the 5 different options for colour group, and again the explanation that accompanies it, just to explain what you've done and why you've done it. And that is how you show your validation.